treasure the country.
Okay, I'm back. You know, never mind. It's too many things. It's kind of like, how many anal retentive people are out there? How many things have changed since I left you last? I realized as I was touching everything and moving stuff around while I was on the phone, I was like, you know what? I know how this scene's going to look when they come back. First of all, something happened, Ellie. Oh, God. Yeah, my glass automatically refilled. Rats, girl! Okay. Kilt lifter. Mike says, everything sucks in the box but the shovel and gas mask. To me, that is. Sharky says, guess you're not talking about Amanda's box. Then he says, yeah. Sharky says, yeah. And on the Crate Club, I agree. Mike says, nope, the Crate Club box, my friend. On the right one, Cold-Hearted Bastard says here. Multi-Gunman says there. Smile Money says early. You're early or I'm early? Then Multi-Gunman says, according to whose clock? Smile Money says, it was my dinner time. Poco says, not it. And then Multi-Gunsman says, definitely it. Part of my job, yes. She looks better as a blonde, by the way. Part of my job was saved a bunch. Well, not really a bunch. Poco's just trying to help out the intro. I think this is the third one that he's put together for me. He uses. It's on my computer, Poco. I use Corel, and I'm able to, now that mirrored kind of effect on the outskirts, I'm sure there's probably a way I can do that, but DaVinci. He uses DaVinci. I have DaVinci, but it's like an older version. It was Christopher recommended for Christine to use it for photographs, and it pretty much went. I might have even deleted it. Poco did today's intro and 2 others so far. Normally, like the other day, Poco was like, let me know what you're going to review. The video's already up. But in this particular case, he was like, what are you going to review tomorrow? And I'm like, okay. So sent him a picture of that. And he had it. I still gotta download it. Thing that sucks is the downloader that I use, which was free and works flawlessly, will only let me download YouTube videos at 720. So if it's a 1080 or a 4K, no. But it's free, it works, so it'll just have to be 720. I mean, that's all that this thing is. This camera is only a 720 camera. I mean, I would love to have the newer version of this camera, but as it is, and you know who sent it to me, and I appreciate it, it works great. This was an extremely expensive camera back in the day. It's just, of course, I guess back in the day, everything was expensive. Well, actually, I guess that's not true. I just got done watching Texas Metal, and they are doing a 1936 Ford, and they actually found some of the original paperwork. In 1936, a Ford Coupe sold for $23. But I guess, when you made when you made $24 for the entire year, I guess, it's just a matter of perspective. Yes. Okay. Hector! 2AHD Cat, yep, I'm still alive. Multi-Gunman says, who's this guy? Smile Money says, always a good sign. Bad says, waking up in the morning is always a good start. Sharky says, welcome back, kitty cat. Hope everything is getting better. Well, Hector, I don't want to knock you while you're already down, but you have at least 2 different email addresses for me, and my cell phone number, which is something that I generally don't like to even give out, especially to you. Just kidding, Hector. And, like I've always said, I can't offer a lot, but I can always offer me. Sometimes you may not like to hear what I say, which is why McLean never calls. Smile Money, I always thought the phrase was by accident, not on accident. You and Matt are constant with so much of these things. It must be a Duluth thing. Smile Money, all I can tell you is what I've known my entire life. And when people say, my favorite was 2 lesbians from y'all from Texas telling me I sure have a strange accent. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I can't even understand you, you fucking psychotic bitch. Cheap old gun guy sub-comment, English is a second language in Duluth. What else is new? Joe Biden! Joe Biden! Joe Biden! And then Smile Money laughs, and he and cheap old gun guy get a room. Rich Huff says, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Smile Money, Matt, please start your own channel. Eric is holding you back. Multi-Gunman says, that's not all he's holding. Billy sub-comment, yes, please, Matt. Go home and start your own channel. We will all follow you and watch. Promise. Oh, I see. Billy's practicing sarcasm. No, I cannot respond to you at this very moment in time. Rachel Maddow, I wish she would take the rooftop challenge. FN rebate on all FN handguns. Oh my God, you know what's really going to suck is if they have a deal on the FN 510. That's okay. When you have no money, you don't have to worry about, oh, wow, the FNX 45, threaded barrel, 15 rounds. Oof. Jeremy, I can feel a little push starting. Another FNX. Ooh, sexy. I didn't even know they even made this one. Compensated FN CC. I don't like the, I don't like that. Make it a full-size gun. 509 LS Edge. Okay, discrimination. Not a single 10 millimeter, and every single FN gun is on sale. 9.45. That one comes with 5. That one comes with 5 mags. As low as $44 a month. Heck yeah, practically giving that bitch away. Yeah, I don't see the 510. Of course, the question would be, is this bad at? Of course, it's a 10 millimeter. You can fix bad triggers. That's not an issue as far as I'm concerned. But FN guns are generally always fairly pricey. Delete, 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 delete. Amazon, would you like to review this? Delete. You know, when Amazon told me that I could no longer review any items because as far as they were concerned, and that I like somehow it was a scam or whatever, and I'm like, that's bullshit. Just because the only reviews I generally do are good ones, I am just honestly a firm believer in if you don't have something good to say, don't say anything at all. Leave it up to somebody else. If I like something, I do a good, positive review on it. I don't know if it's kind of like YouTube videos. I'm not one of these thumbs down vagina lickers that thumbs it down, blah blah blah. No. If I didn't like what I saw, I just stopped watching the video. If I was subscribed to somebody and I didn't like for instance, initially I was subscribed to Hick Dick 45, and I'm like, this guy is just a fucking Yahoo cunt licker. I mean, and then I started hearing people say, "Oh, I ran across him at SHOT Show, and he's like, get away from me." Fuck you, then. Unsubbed. Yeah, if I don't like what I'm seeing, I'm just gonna unsub. I'm not gonna. There's, like I said, you guys that have been around long enough know that there's only one person that I have ever thumbs down every single fucking thing that I could and reported every single time that I possibly could. And that is that TMH on fire fucking vagina piece of shit. If I watched that guy die in a fiery death, I'd have an impossible time not curling up a big old smile and going, yeah, I wish I could. I gotta watch that again. Piece of shit. Absolute piece of shit. One of the few and only times I'd ever seen Ed mad is when Ed found out what that piece of shit was saying about Christine. I was like, this point in time, I hope your fucking soul melts. I hope you get tortured so badly between this life and the afterlife that even the devil goes, huh, oh, I bet you that hurt. I'd still laugh. Take the shot. Yes, I would. But it just goes to show you the true character of some people. You have no idea who Christine is. And you actually put out a video saying all sorts of mean shit, telling your subs to go over and troll her. I just laugh my ass off. Christine gained over 200 subscribers because of that, and only one of his lapdog ass eaters was the only person that even tried to do anything mean. And I reported him, Ed reported him, I think Alex reported him. I think Alex got his internet guy onto it. He's just a piece of shit. Smile Money. Matt asked the question, am I wrong? Wrong, not sure. I'm not sure what he even said. I think it was he wanted a three-way with Nancy Pelosi and Maxine Waters. Poco says, if anyone did that, they would go in the history books, instant legend. You'd get your free coffee and food like cops do. You get all of the legend status. Then Poco says, this is starting to sound like a good idea. Smile money, laugh out loud. Mike says, cheers, boys. Oh, excuse me. Mama. Mike says, cheers, boys. Cheers, Mike. Salty says, the only thing we have too naked is naked itself. Mr. 27 says, oh. So I'm watching him do his video, and he's talking about within, like, if you're gonna have snacks that aren't good for you, just don't have too many of them. And I'm like, Salty Shellback is gonna lecture me about how many snacks I should have. Okay, little buddy. What are you listening to? What did I say? Fucker. Okay, Google. What's the temperature outside?
Currently in Duluth, it's 57 degrees.
Hey, Google. What's the relative humidity of my butt crack?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Hey, Trump won. Hey, Google. Let's go, Brandon.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Oh, how about this? What does Let's Go Brandon mean?
According to Wikipedia, Let's Go Brandon is a political slogan and internet meme used as a euphemism for the phrase, Joe Biden, in reference to Joe Biden, the 46th and current President of the United States.
Yeah.
Chants of Joe Biden began during sporting events in early September 2021.
Yeah, Biden's a douchebag. Hey, Google. Under money laundering in the dictionary, is there a picture of Joe Biden?
Sorry, I don't understand.
FBI does.
That's definitely not a thing I do. The information you share with me makes me a more personal assistant, but you can control what's shared and adjust what data is stored at g.co/assistant/yourdata. I've also sent a link to your phone.
Hey, have you ever yodeled a penis? Poco, why are you doing AR giveaway? Dad says because he can't own them in Minnesota. Yeah, we're gonna get ahead of this. We're gonna give them all away. So we're gonna have like 35 AR giveaways. Just out of curiosity. No. They can come from my soul. They won't get that one. Just hang on. Yeah, we're almost as busy as Sharky at I didn't shoot that contest. We'll be busy for a while. But that's okay. Jolson says F1 is a misdemeanor. Jolson says we need more cowbell. Oh. Doesn't say more on it. Sorry. Jolson says press the... Joe Biden! Joe Biden! Poco says B7. Then Sharky says it was a hit last review. A shot you took, my friend. Bad? Greetings, Captain. Welcome to Friday night. You got plans for the weekend? Well, I was gonna finish out the last of my contractual obligations with the company that if I work for, Greg's gonna quit like a little vagina licker. That's a good thing. I shouldn't give him any credit for it. He could a sack licker, like a little sack licker that he is. But that's fine. Thanks. Now I don't have any plans tomorrow morning. Instead of getting up early and having to move shit out of a basement and put it into the garage, I'm just gonna sleep in and then have cups of coffee. But then I have to run errands. Christine works tomorrow. Means I'll be running errands all by my lonesome. Sad. I could paint by numbers. Oh, God. This is the one time I agree with Christine. I would absolutely drive the shit out of a 65 Mustang. Should try using this as an intro, girl. Yeah. Hey. That'll be the next thing. Eric better give me access to the security cameras or I'm going to whine like a little sack licker. Isn't it amazing how quickly some people show their true character? At least to you. Everybody else knew. Cheapo Gun Guy, the right thing and the easy thing are never the same thing. Then he says, this times 2.
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
I just love his requests.
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
And what rhymes with request? Chest. Times 2. And then the hits, which rhymes with tits, keep coming. Cobra says D as in droid. See what I did there, Cobra? 3. D3 is a hit. Heffy 67. Just whisper my name and I'll appear. Not you, Jeff. But Jeff, does this work? Is there a disturbance in the force? Just kidding. I'm always here, watching, waiting, biding my time. Hey, Jeff, have you ever wanted to do a Locked and Loaded? This would be an opportunity to discuss everything that you love of Trudeau, because I know he Multi-Gunman, just so you know, he constantly sends me all of these things that he loves about Trudeau. You know, pictures of the two of them. They go horseback riding together. I'm just kidding. I'm sure if Heffy had the opportunity, it'd look something like this. Oh yeah. Piece of shit. But Heffy, ever want to do Locked and Loaded? Hey, how's that whole band thing? I mean, is your midlife crisis full? I mean, have you got a convertible yet in your collection? There is there is some of my friends, like from early on. Jeff, Jesus God. Well, I know as far as B&E brewery reviews go, I knew Jeff real early on. Sent me beers. We've exchanged questionable photography stuff. I'm just kidding. Heck, Jeff. EMT. B5? First metal on the bottom of the ocean. B5 is a hit. And that one is sunk. And then he says,
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
God damn it, Matt. You fuck. You used my last... Oh, what an asshole. Not only does he put the first blood in the water, but he puts the most difficult, due to proximity and size, puts the aircraft carrier on the... Oh, did I miss that? Son of a bitch! I mean, I really still like this, but the last one, personal favorite. This one, I know, personal favorite. Smile Money, tomorrow is my last day at work. Hey, Smile Money, we have something in common. Oh, that's right. I'm getting paid to not go. Well, I still have my job that I work only 2 days a month. More time to troll Matt. Wade, through night looks brighter. Then again, a low watt light or a night light is still blinding when it's next Matt. I know it's mean, but since Joey isn't here, Matt has taken his place. Yeah, what the fuck, Joey? Mr. 27 says 40th. Yeah, mama. Then he says, hi, Brumat. Then he says, no multi 357 man here. Disappoint. Wow. And winding out home stretch, nothing but Sharkey with 47 minutes. McLean's gonna have to watch a little midget porn in the middle just to keep, or hire a fluffer. Oh, being that I have a guy showing up, I probably should not completely make the phone Brad? What an asshole. Brad said that he just went to my house. That would be funny, Brad, if we actually had snow. Nice tits. Okay. Wow. 55 degrees and sunny. I'd ask Google what the record is, but we all know she don't know. Sharky catching the kilt lifter. Cheers all, catching up time. Had to drive for handball practice yesterday. Hey, shot that with a surprise slug mixed in the mag.
Sharky Kitchen can refer to a few things. Sharky's wood-fired Mexican grill.
Maybe I should have let that go. Here we go, he says. Still on the wrong video. Hey, Chris, Amanda does have a nice box. She does. I mean, never mind. Sharky, SH, and yep, Rich called it. On to the next, hopefully for half or so. Sharky on the right one. Cheers all. Hey, Matt. Food on the bench. Me riding the rifle I didn't shoot. Here we go. Then he says, Foxtrot 10. F10 is a miss. Then he says, Matt has absolutely no clue how Formula One works. Red Bull isn't spread over things. They are one team, 2 cars. Porsche isn't in it. Lamborghini either. Matt, just stop talking shit, my friend. My money is on Max and Red Bull with the new RB20. Max won 19 out of 22 races last season and 16 sprint races. Read more button. Prez won the other 2, giving Red Bull 21 out of 22 edge. Ferrari won the other 1. No, Team Red Bull cars aren't Aston Martin cars. They have their own Formula F1 development and manufacturing. AlphaTauri is a separate team with its own budget under the same rules as the other teams. But they wait, because we've already talked about this. Red Bull was powered by and sponsored by Aston Martin. I just evidently was seeing images of the cars before now. Now they're powered by Honda, and AlphaTauri is like Red Bull Light. They don't have the same budget, they don't have the same technology, but they take people and bring them up into the... Nice watch. Bring them up through the ranks, and if they do good at AlphaTauri, then they could possibly end up for Red Bull. But with Max is their driver. I mean, come on, man. I mean, Lewis Hamilton, he's fucking awesome. But is Lewis Hamilton, was this where Lewis peaked and now we're coming back down? I mean, he's not making mistakes. Or what happens if you put Lewis Hamilton in one of the Red Bull cars? Because just like anything in life, if you took some of the AlphaTauri boys and put them into one of the Red Bull cars, I believe you would have a completely different outcome. Like, look at what has been happening with McLaren. Whatever was the difference in the cars, McLaren, which I think is funny, McLaren, a company who makes a hypercar that I would love to be able to own, had problems with F1. I mean, you're talking about, here is McLaren, a McLaren F1 car, and here's the Red Bull car. Just in the straightaways, they couldn't even keep up. So something with the fitting, the design, whatever of the wings. But yeah, I love all things car, and I have absolute. I mean, I haven't been able to find where I could actually watch the entire race. Sharky, if see, I'm only streaming services. I would love to sit and watch an entire F1 race. I mean, like I said the other day, there is a lot. If you watch the series F1 on Netflix, it's possible to watch an entire F1 race take place in less than 15 seconds on Netflix time. Oh, and I've been trying to find some new shows. Will Trent, both me and Christine really like it. Banshee, I know this is going to come as a surprise. I really like Banshee. We're on episode 3, and Christine's like, I'm finding it boring. I'm like, boring? What, did he not kill enough fucking people in the last 2 episodes? What the fuck? But I started watching The Old Man, starring Jeff Bridges and John Lithgow, which is a Hulu exclusive, a Hulu series. I'm telling you, episode 1 was a nail biter. The story, I think, isn't necessarily a new story, but Jeff Bridges, the old man, is basically was a CIA spook who decided to self-retire and disappear, and ended up having a wife and a daughter, and hid all of those years, and then they found him. After, of course, his daughter's moved out and has a life of her own, and his wife died of, not Hodgkin's. She basically, her memory started going senile and couldn't remember shit. Kind of what I do every single day. Nice. But I've only seen episode 1, and I was like, I'm thinking that I might start it over and see what Christine thinks of this. And if I have to exchange something, fine, I'll watch Banshee on my own and add The Old Man to our regiment. But holy shit. Obviously well filmed, well acted. You got Jeff Bridges, John Lithgow. I mean, it's just, yeah, he's basically just a badass spook who just wanted to be left alone, and they didn't. Even John Lithgow, who was his superior at the time, is just like, why is this file? This file was closed. Basically, John Lithgow is just like, if he isn't really dead, we should just leave him alone. He's got a couple of pit bulls. Oh, just awesome. Just watch the first episode, and you tell me if you want to watch the second episode or not, because I've only seen 1 episode, and now I want to watch them all. The Old Man on Hulu. And remember, I get $19.95 for every person that I convince to go watch that show. That's right, everything's fucking rigged over here. Chuck, you fuck. Sorry, I blew up right there. Sharky, Matt. Oh, sorry. I think I read that. Red Bull, both of you talking mostly shit. No. I was not talking shit. Was I right or was I not? At one point in time, not this year, Aston Martin was the manufacturer of the engines and the sponsor for Red Bull. This year, yes, I was wrong. You were right, like you always are, especially when you tickled my balls at midnight that one time. Now it appears that they're powered by Honda, which I don't want to say if you're from England, I'm dissing you, but it's really hard to knock Honda. As much as I would absolutely love to own a Subaru Impreza WRX STI, I would take a Honda R-Type. Those 3 exhausts out the center of the back, yeah. I think the Honda would also handle the constant abuse longer than the Subaru would. It's not a bad taste. It's just given me this almost like it's something that I've made. Like maybe something with tequila. I can't place it. Tequila. Sharky says SH. Glockness made me laugh. Oh, I used to send that to Mr. McCatpuss. He'd be like that. Oh, by the way, that is the picture that got no outro picture twice. So obviously, as you can see, it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with nudity. Why they block the picture when the video goes too long, I don't know. But the Glockness monster, that was the picture that got dissed twice. Where are we? Okay, we're at an hour. I've made my contractual obligations. I can go up and edit this and start making Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. So, what do I think of this? They're okay. I'm gonna have to force myself to drink the third one while doing Locked and Loaded tonight. On the that why I recognize this flavor but can't place it. 8% by volume. Gotta like that. Of the things I've had now, when it comes to stuff from Mike's, they've all been like way up there. I mean, not on the E scale, but on the non-E scale. I would say most of the stuff from Mike's Hard Lemonade has all been what, 9s or whatever. I'm gonna just give this the same as its alcohol percentage. I'm gonna give it an 8. I'd probably give that like a 9. Again, there's this, it's mango-ish, but it's almost like a mango mezcal kind of a tequila drink or something. It's messing with my brain, but not disappointing my taste buds. Had this out today. I don't know if I've ever even talked about this. Did leather conditioning. Actually, I used the Wicked Wax and made sure that I keep this beautiful holster that Clyde gave me. Speaking of Clyde, where the hell are you? First in the club is Bad, saying howdy clubbers. Then he says, read more button, let's just fire this up right now. In his basement, Eric did tout a daring export double stout. From Bent Brewster's bin, he slipped and gave a grin. A 5 out of 10, he spoke out, just okay, not fantastic, no doubt. You and your shit. Okay, that's good. That made me laugh. Salty, to the sunny, naked shores of long ago.
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
Jolson says the Two-Hearted Sunny Slopes Club needs more cowbell. You have already been more cowbelled than contractually obligated, so, yes. So,
Oh, come on now. That ain't even bullshit. That's horse shit.
hitting the refresh button 57 seconds ago is Smile Money saying, cheers, clubbers. We should just not heart this for a while, just so that he thinks he didn't make it. Just kidding. Just kidding, Smile Money. Okay. Okay, there you go. Tomorrow? Oh, come on. Who am I joking? Yeah, I have no life. And Christine purchased a bunch of variety packs for me. We got some stuff from Bell's that has 2 exclusive beers in it. I don't know what's about to happen here, but I'd absolutely love to watch. So, again, I dedicate this not having to do anything but got paid for it to little Greggy Poo, because he's narcissistic and evidently threatened by... fuck you. Pre-gaming. Plus the brew review. Sharky, shut up. What are we looking at? We're looking at Mike's Harder Mango. I don't want to say that I'm prejudging, because I have not had this, but I have not had anything from Mike's I have not liked. And because tonight is locked and loaded, I stopped and grabbed a bunch more of these. So, let's get into this. Not to mention, I have been, just like in a mafia movie, just when you thought you were out, they pull you back in. I got prepaid for more than 4 hours to go clean a bunch of shit out of the basement at the Spook House and move it out into the garage. And I already cashed that check, bitches. And I noticed that the Captain Asshole, we all know who he is, was over taking pictures today, and Jack sent me a bunch of messages. Once again, he threatened that if I did any more work for JRJ, he was gonna quit. So Jack goes, it's probably best that you don't go over there. I'm okay with that. Ka-ching. So, I am officially no longer gamefully employed. We could just end it right there, but I'll put a comma and say by JRJ Properties. I have a little something I'd like to see all work out. That involves me basically working by myself. Unfortunately, there's a little collateral possibly involved. And right now, that would be impossible. But I am a miracle worker. Smells like mango. Tonight's Locked and Loaded, by the way, is just going to be a fun, hopefully keeping everybody laughing as long as possible. I would also encourage as much chat room interaction as possible. Stupid things you did as a child. I'm pretty sure we will not be talking about Teddy being shot out of the shop vac or going diving on the bottom of my 55-gallon fish tank in a modified pickle jar. Cheers. Here's a weird thing. I don't know if it's something that I ate. I've only had a couple things a day, and they were meat. I had 4 Philly brats. Now, David J. fucking Brown, if you're listening, by the way, his website that he turned off and then realized that I was right and he was wrong is going to be up and fully functioning tomorrow if you would like to order his book. Yes, you can get it off of Amazon and the audiobook version off of Amazon, but you cannot get it signed by the author on Amazon. Not to mention, percentage-wise, the author, the guy who actually penned the book, by percentage, makes more money if you buy it from his own site. And he's got people. So when you place an order, his people, him, actually, signs the book and puts it in an envelope and then brings it to the post office personally. Ask Mike how quickly that process was. Took Mike longer to come up with the money. Just kidding, Mike. Took longer for Mike's money to get here after he put it in the mail. Well, it's probably about the same. Media rates, I'm sure they don't put, oh yeah, mommy. Can't tell if that's just gigantic nipples and camel toe or just gigantic nipples. Everett, I still encourage everyone just to get it from his actual site. It's just better. But yeah, Locked and Loaded tonight. As much participation. The shows always seem to go the fastest and are, for me anyway, the most entertaining when there's a lot of interaction from the chat room. In case in point, giving credit where credit is due, Christine's show almost was over the other night, and then Big Jeff showed up, and it was like another 35 minutes with no problem at all. Gunwild 1 seems to seek out music trivia, music discussions. This is something he is very passionate about. I know Gunwild 1, you probably think that that'd be an interesting question for Big Jeff. If you absolutely had to, like maybe make it worth your while, you can either give up rock and roll music and all things involved with it, or guns. Which one would you... I mean, let's just take the scenario out where a whole bunch of people... I saw a thing last night on TikTok. A time traveler says that the revolution is going to be starting in a few months. So... Along with several new bills being pushed through in Minnesota, it looks something like what you New Yorkers deal with. I could actually be charged with a felony if they broke into my house, and I tongue-in-cheek say broke in. If they came into my house and found that I had a loaded firearm sitting out. So imagine it's 2 o'clock in the morning and you hear glass break downstairs. If you want to be a Minnesota cunt, legal, an un-American, illegal action being pushed on you by the state of Minnesota. If you want to not possibly be a felon in case that's a cop coming through your door at 2 o'clock in the morning breaking glass, and they find that is sitting out, you're in trouble. But now it's 2 o'clock in the morning and you hear glass and you're pretty sure it's not the authorities. You're about to be dead. Because if you were to be an upstanding person following the law, like, the thing that criminals don't do, that gun, the only way you would be able to have it loaded is if it was in a safe. Not in a drawer, but actually, I think they're actually wording it that it has to be in a proper firearms rated a safe. Yeah, I guess in Minnesota they're about to make a lot of people criminals. Because they can go you know what. I'm just trying to self-regulate and edit what I'm saying. Just the profanity part. I'll make it quite clear. Shall not ever comply. Nothing will change in my world. The firearms in on-duty positions will not change, and I guess the hunt for a free state will have to get escalated. Control. We have to control you. Tax you. Control. Tax. Bang, bang, red mist. I didn't say red mist. I meant nice tits. Every time I take a sip of this, it reminds me of some other drink, a mixed drink that I have made. Yeah, I always like that look. That's either something good's about to happen, or the bitch left her phone downstairs, and while you're down there getting her phone, could you grab a couple of aspirin and a glass of water for me? Sure. So I literally moments ago just got done recording the Crate Club video, and I'm sick and tired of my Note 9 always focusing on the opposite of what I want it to, or not focusing. You know, I end up having to like do shit like this in order to get it to that. So I decided to fire up my 9 Pro, which anybody giving a shit, which I'm sure definitely is not McLean. I stopped using my 9 Pro, even though the display is perfect. The back, of course, I have this peel and stick shit on here to keep it from getting scratched up. It's perfect. I did have a case for it, but mysteriously I destroyed the case that I had for it. I decided to try using this today to record an overhead video. Well, the first thing I realized is, being that it has no headphone jack, which is also your microphone jack, I could not use my shotgun mic. I know someone's going to say, all you have to do, and I don't know, I've got one down here somewhere, but otherwise it's you can get a dongle. And it converts the C over to a microphone jack so that you can have your headphones microphone. But I plug the phone, the Note 9 or this, into the TV so I can see what in the hell I'm doing. Because there's nothing worse than assuming that you're showing something on camera and you go to play it back later on and realize that you missed the entire scene. So all of a sudden I have a choice. Either the microphone or a monitor. So I naturally chose the monitor. I played a little bit. I just did a quick record, played it back. It sounded pretty good. I figured that wasn't a problem. The Note 9, unlike any other phone that I believe I have in my arsenal, times out while it's recording video. I went into permissions, and I actually found the permission that said, allow screen to stay active. Click. It still timed out while I was recording the Crate Club video. So evidently I won't be using the Note 9 anymore, because I rely highly on making sure that when I am showing something overhead, that I am actually showing it. Because this is a professional channel over here. I sent the Chinese a link to the video where I told you about the weapon from Fiachi, the weapon thing, and I just said, hey, just letting you know, I showed it to my guys. I'm not really considering this the done video for you. And I got a note back. Video looked great. Thank you. We're sending you the, they're sending me the next flashlight that I'll have on Saturday. Okay. So, this will probably end up as a giveaway item. I do have to say, Steve, I am really interested in getting my my hands on the one from Through Night that you sent me, or the model that you said. The only thing, like I said about this, is it is a complete light. Light, 2 batteries, a charger, the cables, all of the stuff that you need, and the weapon mounting stuff. This one is not a weapon mount only, like that I like about the other one that I have, or was it a Through Night? It's the one that I have a Through Night, and you recommend. I don't know. I'd have to go back and find it. My apologies. The one that Steve highly recommended looked good though, and the price is really decent. But this one will just end up as part of the bottle ship stuff. I know you're gonna have a hard time believing this, but I'm pretty flush on flashlights. I mean, after all, I just got and I still have to figure out what Steve was talking about. You can evidently go into the programming and disable the rear, which brings you straight to 1,750 lumens. I mean, I don't know. If it's in my pocket, I don't know what the odds are that I'm really gonna hit that. I mean, the one thing that's really cool, I'd hit that. One thing that's really cool is they have those 3 little ridges, so that if something were to actually hit this, it has to be something pokey and actually get past the protection. I haven't decided where I want to put that. Actually, I'm sort of naked right now. I only have I'm in my work stuff. Yeah, Greg, because I'll be working for JRJ Properties tomorrow and Monday. I have my work stuff on, which means I have my Lennox Gold razor knife, which is nice because you can just fold it over right there, press the button, and eject the blade, which it very desperately needs a new one right now. I can't remember if I have any down here. Actually, I know I do, but this one's also cool because what everybody needs at work is a really small screwdriver and something that looks just like a bottle opener. So that was usually always in my back pocket. And then I told Tardisius that I apologize for my delinquency on having the Cyclone. I did do some work to it. I don't think it's sharp enough right now that it shaves. This thing is really, really a bitch to get to. July of 2007. Really a bitch to get an edge on it, but when you do, or even if it's sort of an edge, it's still sort of sharp and it stays that way for a long time. So Cyclone is a why? Other than that, I have a Milwaukee equivalent to a Sharpie, and of course the backup mag, because just in case somebody shows up and wants to start some shit, I can end it. Other than that, the normal lighter, keys, wallet, cell phone pouch, because I don't I think some of my problems in life are because I put my phone in my ass pocket. Hang on, show prep. Oh my God. What? Please hold.